Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready, break.
It's the mic. 56 is the mic. Silver. Shift. Check.
Rock it. Hit it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Shift. Watch the shift.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Come on, guys, fight. 51.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. Hot route. Hot. Safe.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's get off.
On second down, it's Conner. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 31.
On third down, Green. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 37.
Mixon. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Jones. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves.
Bang, 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 bang. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Haywood. Check 45. Check,
From the gun, Jones.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. 4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Watch the screen.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing Jones. That's caught. It's Malone. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
First down, Cincinnati.
On the ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch out.
Hard. Check 50. Check 50. Go. Now.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check it, hot read. Switch.
Hey, Sam on.
Mixon with a first down carry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Falcons nothing.
Got it.
45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
From the 27, Jones. That's complete. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to throw. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count it. Score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 5-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The mic. 57's the mic. Check, 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 check.
Check 4, check.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Green down, operating from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready, 57, Pittsburgh.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
They'll run on first down. Gardner, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, pop, pop, pop. Under crunch. Check, crunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And here's Green from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 43. He's checking. Crash. Shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go. Check safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check. Fresno.
To throw on 2nd down, Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And here's Green. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, watch that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Under 10.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think they like this partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Quick the edge. Come.
Check nickel.
Check 9.
Kill.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, switch gears.
Watch the safety creep.
Check 99.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And a completion to Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Cincinnati.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
We got this.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
down.
6.
15, Lonnie. 15 line.
6. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 56.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Looking to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, here on 4th down. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56.
They'll run with Mixon.
It's just me and you.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys will take over 5-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
When you intercept a pass, Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st down, Sylvester. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shift. Check 3.
From the gun, Green. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful.
All those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Jones, off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Interception.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tight dog. You go tight.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Joker. 36. Check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hey, I'm coming.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now Jones, off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Green, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go.
Off play action. Jones. And that's complete to Cooks. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Big edge. Alert flare.
They'll run on 1st down. Sylvester. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Check 49, check 49.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Ship.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Mike, 53, check 53. Watch the run, watch the run. Good south, baby.
Green now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Sylvester. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming.
To throw is Green. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cut.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Go, go, go. Run, run, run.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right here, right here. Safe, safe, safe.
On 2nd down, Sylvester. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on, set. Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Back, back, back.
Looking to throw. Green. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Sylvester, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check, check. Check 31, check 31.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sylvester. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Green. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check 37, check 37. Bang, 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 bang.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check 6 guys.
They'll run on first down. Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 32-yard line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Now Green throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
94. Kill.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the run, it's Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle it? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Going the other way.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta,